Ừ, ừ.
This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Tigers will kick this away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Guys up front, line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Price. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he get there on the ground? Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, and it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So Clemson's offense comes out for their first possession today. Got a great matchup today, Kirk, of elite corners. They put these guys on islands, and they believe they can shut down anybody across from them.
If you're going to have a great defense right now in college football, you better be able to cover on the outside. And these two teams happen to have the two of the top corners in the game. How much fun is this going to be to watch these guys today?
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time...
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Taking my first and 4th and 4.
Down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. To throw, it's Fernandez. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Hugs out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Short connection to the tight end here. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Short pass finds the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's finally tackled at the 3, defense getting pushed backwards. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And they pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 25. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Figueroa. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. And the Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Goal line formation for the defense. And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. With the offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Clemson 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down here for this offense. The shotgun running play call. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Fernandez. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
The offense really clicking here. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss.
Touchdown, Bama. This quarterback on fire today.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Gonna run it. It's Figueroa. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Nice grab. It's Vaughn. Finding some room at the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Figueroa. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. He hands it off from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
First down, looking to throw the football. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Figueroa. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense. the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. The defense make adjustments. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Fernandez. Looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter.
What's the score? Alabama.
This is a bad throw.
21. Clemson. 10.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Set to kick off.
Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Fernandez. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that.
At that time. First time I done got one, baby.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Fernandez. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made inside the 10. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
A field goal would make this a 2-score game, but they elect to go for it on 4th down.
Bring my second fourth.
They'll try to run this one in. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the single back takes the handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Ball handed off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
The pass rush closing in. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Damn it.
Football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Pass complete on the crosser. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Alabama 21, Clemson.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Setting the back in motion. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Dropping back. It's Fernandez. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Fernandez. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Incomplete. He was in as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On the ground, it's Figueroa. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Pressure is coming. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
They'll kick it away here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And they heave it deep downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And just like that, in one play, they'd moved into scoring position at the 23.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And he'll set up to throw. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. This will likely be the last play of the half. Play action here on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Can't connect on the long pass. He caught it, but was out of bounds, so incomplete. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Running back has it on a screen now.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And the Tigers will line up to kick it away. That's his fourth punt already today. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Single back takes the handoff. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Fernandez. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quarterback keeps the football. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The Tigers will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Fernandez. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tight end makes the grab. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags a good throw. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Jefferson. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They put together a long drive last time, but stalled and came up empty. Can they reach the end zone this time? But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And it's complete downfield. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the point after is right down the middle.
That makes the score Alabama.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Clemson, 27.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
To throw, it's Fernandez. He's going to take another shot right here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the defense look slow that time. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Tigers will line up to boot it away. Butter getting a serious workout today on the punt for the 6th time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
QB to the tight end for a completion. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys.
Touchdown, Bama. And the route is on. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. We stretch the lead a little bit more. There's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
The The Tigers will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. See if he can make a play on this return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Fernandez. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Look out, he's got some space. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after.
The kick is good.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
52, Clemson, 34.
Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
49-yard line. Second down.
Here's the second down play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make...
Going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. It's QB sneak. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Alabama. And the beatdown continues.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
41.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. First down here for this offense. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call? He's looking deep here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught quickly. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. Well, the numbers are just getting ridiculous. I'm not sure this quarterback knows it, but he's very close to a 500-yard passing game now, Kirk.
This guy is having an unbelievable day in this poor defense. They look like they're playing in quickly.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room or looking to throw it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, tie. This one is getting ugly.
I can't believe they threw the football. I think the defense is surprised as well. It looked like they had everybody up near the line of scrimmage to just stop the run because they thought they might take the easy way out. Instead, they show confidence in the quarterback. They throw the football, and my gosh, does it pay off. 99 yards for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. Receiver makes the catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the Tigers pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Empty set now, 5 wide. To throw, it's Fernandez. And that catch is hauled in. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Nice catch made out of the slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
That completion makes it 2nd down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. That's an important first down on that running play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And he'll be brought down. Second down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Bringing pressure. Down he goes. A sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He breaks free. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
A timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining.
Timeout.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.